You're telling me one man did this?
The mission is simple.
In today's video, we will discuss the best action movies of 2024.
In 3, 2, 1.
At number 1 we have Baby Assassins 2. This fun action comedy sequel follows a pair of teenage roommates, Akari Takaishi and Saori Izawa, who make a living as assassins. When suspended from the Assassin's Guild, the girls are forced to take part-time jobs while evading a rival pair of killers. At number 2, we have The Beekeeper.
Everyone, need your attention, please. I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
The Beekeeper follows Adam Clay, Jason Statham, a quiet beekeeper living in the barn of a sweet, retired schoolteacher. After she takes her own life because a phishing scam bankrupts her and her charity, Clay goes on a countrywide revenge spree. He is a former operative of a mysterious organization who hunts down corrupt scammers as fans slowly learn more about his past through hard-hitting action.
This is much bigger than a little phishing scam.
At number 3 we have Boy Kills World. A deaf-mute man, Bill Skarsgård, with a vivid imagination and an inner voice, John Benjamin, inspired by his favorite childhood video game, is determined to take down the crime family matriarch, Famke Janssen, who killed his family. At number 4 we have Carry On.
You killed him.
Per the description, this Netflix action thriller that's a part of the streamer's 2024 holiday slate follows a young TSA agent, Taron Egerton, as he fights to outsmart a mysterious traveler who blackmails him into letting a dangerous package slip onto a Christmas Eve flight. At number 5 we have Deadpool and Wolverine. The third Deadpool movie introduces the Merc with a mouth into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with a multiverse-hopping plot involving the TVA, from Loki, and the MCU debuts of several X-Men characters, including Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. At number 6 we have Dune, Part 2. The sequel to the Oscar-nominated film finally came to the big screen this year, as director Denis Villeneuve continues to adapt the acclaimed sci-fi novel, this time with much more Zendaya and several new stars, including Austin Butler and Florence Pugh. At number 7 Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Years after Charlize Theron stole the show in 2014's Mad Max Fury Road, her character Imperator Furiosa is getting a prequel, with Anya Taylor-Joy stepping into the role. After being abducted from her home into a savage biker horde, led by the warlord Dementis, Chris Hemsworth, Furiosa faces many trials as she plots a way back home through the wasteland. At number 8 we have Gladiator II. The star-studded sequel to the iconic 2000 action film follows Lucius, Paul Mescal, the nephew of Commodus, who is now a grown man after being saved by Maximus, Russell Crowe, in Gladiator.
Never let it go.
At number 9 we have Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. In this sequel to 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong, with Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree Henry, and Dan Stevens reprising their roles, Godzilla and Kong must team up to defeat a colossal undiscovered threat hidden within our world, challenging their very existence and our own, per the film's description. At number 10 we have Kill. In this brutal, gory Bollywood flick, Army Commando Amrit, Lucius, boards a new Delhi-bound train to go after his true love, hoping to stop her arranged marriage. When ruthless bandits attack the train, he takes them on in a death-defying kill spree to save those around him, per the film's description. At number 11, we have The Killer. Nathalie Emmanuel and Omar Sy star in John Woo's remake of his own 1989 action thriller of the same name. When the titular contract killer, Emmanuel, forms a special connection with a young woman who gets blinded during a shootout, the assassin finds herself on the run from both the police and her employers. At number 12 we have The Fall Guy.
I have no choice.
This blockbuster, inspired by the 1980s TV series of the same name, stars Ryan Gosling as Colt Seavers, a retired stuntman who's drawn back into the business when his ex-Jodie, Emily Blunt, asks for his help to find the star of her studio film who's gone missing.
They're not gonna like you sniffing around.
I'm just a stunt guy!
At number 13, we have Kraven the Hunter.
And behold,
Another Spider-Man antihero is getting a standalone movie. In this one, Aaron Taylor-Johnson plays a Russian nobleman who sets out to become the world's best big-game hunter. At number 14, we have Rebel Ridge.
Suspect is armed! He goes down! He does not get back up!
This tense drama follows Terry Richmond, Aaron Pierre, a former Marine who's run off the road and shaken down by the local police of a small southern town named Shelby Springs. When the cops seize the money he's raised to bail his brother out of jail, Terry wages a one-man war against the corrupt department led by Chief Sandy Byrne, Don Johnson. At number 15, we have Roadhouse. This remake of Patrick Swayze's cult classic 80s film follows Jake Gyllenhaal as an ex-UFC fighter who takes a job at a bar in the Florida Keys and gets to work taking down a local gang, featuring real-life UFC fighter Conor McGregor.
I got a tip for you. Don't let no one get this close.
At number 16, we have Transformers 1.
Whoa! I got a battle mask! It appeared with this guy! Knife hands? I have knife hands!
I can see that.
This new animated Transformers movie will tell the origin story of how a young Optimus Prime, Chris Hemsworth, and Megatron, Brian Tyree Henry, went from brothers-in-arms turned into sworn enemies.
For thousands of years, we have been at war. But before, we were enemies.
At number 17, we have Trigger Warning.
See if there's a safe.
Jessica Alba stars in this brutal flick as a Special Forces commando who's called home after the tragic death of her father. When she takes over the family bar, her search for answers puts her in the crosshairs of a violent gang.
If you pivot on that back foot, you won't punch like such a little bitch.
At number 18, we have Twisters. The 1996 disaster movie Twister is the latest 90s classic to get a 2020s revival. The new version follows Storm Chasers, but this time around, it's a group of scientists and tornado-wrangling YouTubers competing against one another on the Oklahoma plains. Prepare to be blown away by the fun cast, led by Glenn Powell and Daisy Edgar Jones, the storm sequences, and the fun country music soundtrack.
You don't face your fears, you ride them.
At number 19, we have The Shadow Strays. Directed by Timo Tjahjanto, The Shadow Strays is an Indonesian action crime thriller that aired on Netflix in October. The Shadows is an elite organization that trains young men and women to become the best assassins in the country. Forced to abandon their humanity, codenamed 13, Aurora Ribeiro, is a 17-year-old assassin who saves the life of a young boy during her suspension for botching a mission.
Kita datang untuk menetralisir, bukan untuk menolong atau bernegosiasi.
At number 20, we have Twilight of the Warriors. Walled in. Hong Kong martial arts films are among the greatest of all time, including Hard Boiled and Kung Fu Hustle. Twilight of the Warriors, Walled In is based on Yui's novel, City of Darkness. Set in 1980s Hong Kong, the movie follows Laquan, Raymond Lam, a man seeking a fake ID after entering the notorious Kowloon walled city. After a crime boss betrays him, Laquan steals his drugs and attempts to escape, involving himself with many gangs. That's all for today. Do let us know about your favorite in the comments section. We will see you next time.